Valerie V. So glad you could be with me today. We're going to have a webinar tomorrow. You know, I listen to a lot of folks or read about a lot of folks online who are having terrible problems with hiring and recruiting in our market and in any senior care business. I'm sure this is a similar case. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about marketing to get more clients, but we're also going to talk about recruiting from a marketing standpoint and from a keeping it all organized and communication standpoint. So if you're interested in that, join us. You can find the information below this video. There is no registration. It's just the first 100 people to sign up or to log in that day are the ones that get to attend. We are limited to 100 people. So please log in a little bit early and get set up, turn off everything else and watch, because we're going to talk about a CRM and a methodology that might be helpful to you in your recruiting practices. And we are willing to help you be more successful with that. I know it's difficult. I know it's challenging. Some of you have big staff that are able to help you, and some of you are just yourself, or maybe yourself and one other person, and it gets complicated and it gets tiring and time consuming. I don't know that we can fix every problem that exists in the world, but we're gonna try. The other thing I want to talk about is marketing in general. Marketing your home care business, your senior care business, your assisted living. It seems to me that people are getting tons of messages from their local SEO person, their guru that's local to them in their chamber. And I just want to remind you all of this. In our marketplace, which is home care, senior care, elder care, you are not marketing to the senior population. You are marketing to the adult children and the families of those seniors. Those are the people who are reaching out to you for help. Now, yes, sometimes a spouse will call because they're having trouble taking care of their spouse, and that person either has dementia or a disease process that's making it almost impossible for them to do this all alone. So in that case, yes, there's probably a senior involved. But I guarantee you there are some family members who are also very concerned. So keep in mind that when you're marketing, whether it's Facebook or your blog or wherever it is, you are not marketing necessarily to seniors. You are marketing to their adult children. And that should be the focus. The other thing to remember is that Facebook is your demographic. Facebook is getting older and older and older demographic-wise by the day. And that's good news for us because there are billions of people on Facebook, and that's where we should be with our marketing. Being number one on the first page of Google is super awesome, and I hope everybody gets there, and we do our best, and most of our clients are there, especially if they've been with us for a while. However, I still have clients who are number one on the first page of Google because we've been working with them for a long time. And they'll say, you know what, my phone's still not ringing enough. So even if you're number one on the first page of Google in your local area, it doesn't mean your phone's gonna ring. You have to invest in some content and Facebook marketing to get that to happen. That means blog posting, that means posting to Facebook. Is Instagram going to help you? It's okay to start that process now. That demographic will get older as time goes on, but it is not going to net you a client today. Twitter is not going to get you a client. Pinterest is probably not going to get you a client. It's great to have a presence in those places. Don't get me wrong. It's branding, it's backlinks, it's all kinds of other things. But Facebook is where you need to be. Now, a year from now, I may tell you that it's a completely different platform that you should be focusing on. I may tell you 5 years from now that Snapchat is the right place to be. But right now, it's Facebook marketing that's going to get you the most visibility. And having videos is important, and having a YouTube channel is semi-important. It depends on how video-centric you are. If you're a person who makes videos like me, then yes, you should have YouTube. If you are a person who could care less about video, then I wouldn't worry about having a YouTube channel. You're probably not going to get any clients from YouTube unless you're on there every single day and you share them on Facebook and you share them maybe on a TV channel like on Roku or Amazon Fire TV, and you have them all over the place. So if you're not going to do videos, don't worry about YouTube. Don't worry about, trying to do something that's going to make you crazy. Focus on one thing at a time, and that should be Facebook and content. Your blog should have a blog post every week. Your Facebook page should have content every single day, or at least 5 days a week. You should be focusing on that. You should be sharing your company news. You should be helping people understand that you're an authority and that you're trustworthy and that you are the elder care experts in your area. You should have a drip campaign. You should be reaching out and getting people to inquire. You should be doing all these things. And I know that's a lot and it's hard to understand and sometimes it gets a little expensive, but I would say to you this. Take a look at all the stuff you're spending on marketing right now. Are you paying for pay-per-click? Are you? Are you doing AdWords, Google AdWords, Google Ads, whatever they call it today? If you are and you're spending a ton of dough on that and you are not seeing a return on your investment, then stop. Stop doing Google AdWords. If you're not getting the return you need, then stop doing Google AdWords. Take that budget and focus it somewhere where you can build your empire, not just throw money at Google just because you think that's what you were told to do 5 years ago. It doesn't work that well, and it never has worked for home care. There may be a couple of people out there who think it's a miracle and they'll swear by it, but they are few and far between. We've been doing this for 11 years now, and we have practiced and trialed and tested every version and talked to people who are way smarter than us about Google AdWords and getting leads for our home care agency clients. And they all come up with the same answers. It is not an effective tool for home care. It may be an effective tool for roofers and plumbers and lawyers and other people, but I guarantee you, if you look back and you tell me from 6 months ago to today what your spend was and how many clients you absolutely know came from that Google AdWords campaign, the results will be beep boo. And you've built nothing, because as soon as you turn those Google AdWords off, they're gone. You haven't built a following, you haven't built a fan base, you haven't built up any content, you've done nothing. So what you need to do is take that budget where you're spending all this dough that's netting you zero growth and put it into a place where you're building your empire. You're adding content. You're adding fans, you're adding friends, you are showing your local area that you exist. You're adding videos like the ones we create for our clients. It doesn't have to be a video with you in it. You are adding blog posts, you're adding SEO, you're adding all these things, and you're not only adding them to your website, but you're also adding them to Facebook and some other platforms to give you a presence. So those are the kinds of things you should be investing in. Not any of them are probably going to be an instant return on investment. I can tell you that no matter what you do, marketing is a growth process. Online and offline, it's a growth process. There is no instant magic in marketing. I wish there was. And if I knew that formula, I would absolutely tell you right now what that is. And I'd be out of business. So here's what I want you to do. Go to the webinar on Thursday if you can. If not, I'm sure there's going to be a replay posted pretty quickly because I know not everybody can attend. And I want you to go look at the different marketing packages, even if it's not in your wheelhouse to afford, even if it's not something that you can do. We list out all the things that we do for our clients. So you can take pieces and parts of that and do it yourself. You don't have to wait for us. If you can't afford our services, we're very transparent about what we do. So you can read our list of things that we offer. You can do any of the free stuff that we offer, like get listed on ApprovedSeniorNetwork.com or any of those other channels that we offer. And you can do that stuff now, and then when you can afford our services, you can come on board with us. But it is a process. And if you want to learn more, if you see something you like and you want to talk to Bob Costello, who is the person you talk to for all of our programs to get started, and you have to have a conversation with him. We don't just let people sign up for stuff online and just willy-nilly, because we need to know that you understand the commitment that's involved, both financially and personally and professionally. Because we want to work with you, we want to help you grow, we want to see you grow. We love seeing our clients grow over time. So we want to be with you for a very long time, not just for a couple of months. So make sure it's something that you're willing to commit to. We do most of the work, but we do ask you to participate. Anyway, I'll stop blathering on. Please join us on Thursday for our webinar. If you can't, please watch the replay. And let's do some marketing that actually makes sense. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye.